What's good, everybody? It's Jason again, going again live again for the Niner Faith Radio halftime show. As usual, we are starting at the 2 minute warning because, as usual, I am on a stream and I am probably behind everybody. So that's where we're at right now. Right now, we are down 2 minute warnings, and probably as a warning, there's probably going to be some yelling and screaming because right now this defense looks absolutely like shit. That's pretty much it right now. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about this defense currently. It's trash. These guys cannot hit, or excuse me, they can hit great. They cannot tackle for shit right now. So that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's still over on halftime. For the first time ever, we might actually be having a guest show up for the halftime report, but we will see how that goes. Let me cancel that real quick. We'll see what time he shows up at. So yeah, looks like we'll be coming back out of the commercial break here in just a few minutes. I think my drink outside. All right. And there is the guest. I'd like you guys to welcome on Angel from the Shaw Show.
What's up?
How's it going, brother?
Doing all right.
Are we though? I've been doing a lot of yelling and screaming during this game.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with this defense, man. I'm not liking the Steve Wilkes hiring. I think teams have figured it out now. That's why I'm like, okay, yeah, they looked good the first few weeks, but that's because people didn't really have film on the 49ers defense with Steve Wilkes. So I don't know what it is, man. It's just missed tackles and the
That's my thing, more.
penalties.
You can't do the. You can only do so much as a D coordinator with the missed tackles. That's just them.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the play right before the halftime, there was 2 or 3 missed tackles. All they're doing is just that arm, that shoulder stuff, where they're just trying to knock them to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, I think the issue is, and I've also said this like throughout the week, is I think they're trying to play it as every single football is our ball, and like they're trying to over commit because they're just trying to get the ball out every time, and they don't need to be doing that. I get that they're trying to get turnovers, but that's causing them, I feel like, to be missing tackles and just they're getting beat on the screen game too.
Yep.
I feel like they got a little bit better, but it's really those third downs that are just killing them, and I don't know why. It's just either we are playing too underneath, and then we end up just giving up the middle, and when we give up the underneath, we're not playing the underneath. It's
I
just
think it's
so weird.
a breakdown on all levels. Like
Yeah.
up front, they're not even trying to double team Nick Bosa. They're just going 1-on-1 with him. He's not winning those. Um, te- the linebackers are just seem like they're out of position. And if Ward takes another penalty, man, I mean, at this point, you're Josh Norman again. Either you make a pick or cause a fumble, or you're costing us downs with penalties.
Yeah, I don't know, it's so weird. And I honestly, the reason I also just don't like Steve Wilkes is because I feel like he's doing things more different than I expected to. And yes, you can't just blame everything on him because yeah, this defense also has to execute. Now, I will say they're actually having success with some pass rush today, which is good. But again, missed tackles. They had a chance to sack Joe Burrow again earlier in the game, and they would have gotten right off the field if
Yep.
they could have just tackled.
There was like 4 of them on that just tried to arm tackle him and all that kind of stuff. He got through all of them.
Yep.
Like there was the play that just happened where we had them at 2nd and 2 and they got like 9 yards off a rush.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we just can't stop. There's no that will to stop anybody with that. It's just not there. the one Bosa got off sides and everybody kept playing. And it's like they gave up on the back end, expecting them to call the whistle. And then, that's the one they got that the touchdown on Tarvarius.
Yeah.
I think it was Tarvarius on that one.
Yep. Yeah. What do you think needs to happen? What do you think they should do at the trade deadline?
I think it's completely obvious at this point. We need a third corner. I don't care who it is at this point.
Yeah.
Oliver's not it. Yeah, he made one good tackle right before the 2-minute warning, but he got up, started wagging his finger, and I was like, dude, stop wagging your finger, acting like you ain't been getting burnt all day long. It just what I know a lot of people want to see a defensive end. I'm not so sure on that, just because I think if we have to go after a top tier cornerback, it's probably going to cost a lot. There's the whole talk with Patrick Surtain, if he's actually available or not, depending on who you talk to, he's available. If he is, he's going to be expensive. So that takes out me, getting a pretty good, at least one first minimum to get a talent like that, which I'm okay with the first for him. Are you?
I'm okay with it, but I'm also like, they need a right tackle for next year, and it's like they need to go with one in the first round. But I think I'd be fine with it because, I mean, they'd have to give up a first because, again, this isn't like they're trading for a running back where, the values have diminished. I mean, both cornerback and offensive line are both two positions. I'll even say safety. All three positions are so hard to come by in the NFL that teams aren't just going to give up on those players. They're not going to give them up just for pennies on the dollar because it's so hard to find them. Cornerbacks are so hit or miss, especially because I feel like when it comes to the mental, how do they bounce back if they give up a play? We've seen that with a few Niners cornerbacks in the past. I feel like a guy like Akello Witherspoon, right? Like,
he's terrible mentally.
Like, dude, I remember 2019, he was doing really well, and then he had that one game where he just gave up a play, and his mental just went poosh, and ever since then, it's not the same. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they go after Patrick Surtain, but a guy I think they should go after is Dante Jackson from the Panthers. And the reason I'm saying why is because he already has played in the system. He doesn't need to come into the 49ers and learn a whole new system because he's played with Steve Wilkes. So that's why I would say they should definitely take a look at him if they can. I do like J.C. Horn too on the Panthers, but he's hurt, so I wouldn't really go after him because I think they really need immediate help right now.
What would you say with the rumor going around that the Redskins or the Commanders are looking to drop Montez Sweat for a third? I think that's an instant pickup for me.
That's an instant pickup, but also the rumor's been saying it's the Falcons who have offered that. So if the Niners give up a third and a fourth, and they can somehow get Montez Sweat there and even like a sixth, I'm doing that.
Especially if you can spread them out over multiple years.
Yeah.
All right, mixing down to the two. Looked like one of the Niners was laying on the ground.
I just hope we don't give up points here.
It looks like there's 30 seconds. One of the Niners was down with the injury. I couldn't see who it was before they went off the camera.
Let's see if it was Dre Greenlaw.
Was it? Okay.
And he's holding his right leg, though, so that does not sound good. And of course, they're in the red zone because Steve Wilkes somehow. This is what I just don't get, dude. I feel like we're playing prevent defense every single time to try and end the first half, and it's gonna be a screen.
How's it, Bebop?
What's up, Bebop?
Especially when you have corners who their worst positions is when we play prevent, soft zone, all that kind of stuff. That's not their style of ball, and yet we're continually putting them in those bad positions.
Oh,
All right. You must be ahead of me.
I'll let
Oh, that
you.
must be what. Are they going to call that? Did we get it?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, the Niners have tweeted out that it's a fumble, but
Are you watching it live or are you watching on a stream? Because I'm on a stream, so I'm always behind.
I have NFL Sunday ticket on the YouTube, so I've just
Okay.
watching on there.
No, we got the ball back. What do we got? 20-ish seconds left. You might just take the knee.
Yeah.
Don't do anything crazy. I was going to get Sunday ticket, but then I found out you couldn't actually get every game.
Mm,
And I was like,
yeah.
no, never mind. Because if I don't get every game, I don't want it.
Yeah, because they're gonna block it out. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, that ball definitely came out after the whistle or before the whistle.
Okay, you haven't seen the play yet, right? Have you?
Nope, no, they're just playing it. Ooh, nice.
I am
Nice.
surprised that we went for that because Kyle Shanahan generally
Yeah,
does
so am I, to be honest with you.
not.
That's a ballsy catch or a play call right for that time.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. I feel like it's one of those things where the team may think, all right, they might just kneel it at that point, especially when it's that deep.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I mean, if they can at least get 3 from here, they have no timeouts, though.
Coming out of the half. Yeah, so Cincinnati gets the ball coming out of the half.
Yep. Do you know if we won the toss or they won the toss?
I think they won the toss and decided to.
Okay. Ooh. That's a rough one. Ooh. That was right in the head.
All right. They're just now coming up to the line. CMC in motion. Let's see. Purdy's back to pass. Ooh.
Yeah, that hit him right in the.
He should have had that one, Bebop, unleash the beast.
Okay, all right. Dude, I'm liking Purdy, though, scrambling and getting those runs, man.
What in the Steve Young is he doing today?
Yeah. Like, that's the
someone's
thing.
going to call him when he does that little stutter step thing when he does. He's going to get busted.
Dude, he almost did that, though, because remember he was trying to get that first down and he did, like, the little shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, one of these days, someone's just going to catch him with it, and they're not going to fall for
it. He's trying to do that basketball move.
Yeah.
And here comes Kyle Shanahan, where all he does is run it, and we don't even go out of bounds. Like, come on.
So they just end the half?
Yep.
All right, let me see.
I mean, you weren't going to be able to take a field goal from there, so.
No, but I mean, unless you got like a crazy, broken tackle kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Just a draw play up the middle for CMC.
Yep.
All right, so as you can see, everybody, they're still scrambling and trying to get there. You're not getting that ball down. All right, I'm going to hit the intro to actually start our halftime show, and then we'll get this started.
Sounds good.
As soon as I can find it. TJ moved it again. There it is. Be right back. All right, everybody, welcome to the Niner Faithful Radio halftime show. The 49ers are losing right now, currently to the Bengals, 14-10. This week we have Anshel from the Shan Show joining us. Thank you for showing up, man. How's it going? What do you think of this game so far?
Doing all right, man. Yeah, this game, man, it's making me stress out with this defense. I don't get what's wrong with this defense, man. They're just making the same mistakes. I mean, that's why I'm
Over and over.
praying this bye week coming up helps them out because clearly they're not able to, for some reason, get back on track right after the next game. They are just missing tackles, penalties after penalties, going off sides. Like, come on, why
They
are
need
we
some sort
looking?
of a mental reset.
Yeah,
Like it's
why
I
are
don't think it's even physical, it's mental for them right now.
yeah, like why are we looking like a preseason team right now? I feel like because we looked so good the first like 5 weeks, and it's just
It was almost too good. Like it almost
yeah,
everything almost came too easy. And it's like it got in their head that you know what? We're already the champs. Just give us our trophy now. We've already done it. And they just can't seem to find that fire, if you will, to be able to play, actually wrap up. Like I've been saying for the last 2 weeks that this team is good at hitting. We are a very good hitting team.
yeah,
We are pathetic when it comes to tackling. We don't wrap up on anything. I mean, Joe Burrow got away from about half the defense on that one where it was collapsed. It was the same thing the week before in the fourth quarter with Kirk Cousins. How many people did we have him wrapped up on for that? So, I mean, Joe Burrow did the same thing. So the defense has just been atrocious. The offense is kind of right now. It's not terrible. Like Purdy hasn't been completely terrible in it for any
yeah.
sort of way. Let's see, so we got Brian Cope in there.
So
Thank you, brother.
Brian,
You have amnesia with that half. Got to open up. But definitely, you definitely have to forget about it and keep moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the stats real quick. All right, so there we go. Currently, we have Brock Purdy, who is 7 of 10, 114 yards. Not so bad. I mean, other than maybe that, did he have that one ball that was overthrown? No, because the ball that was almost picked off was tipped at the line, so that wasn't necessarily the worst throw
yeah,
he's ever had.
yeah,
Then the one stat that scares me is we have Brock Purdy leading the way when it comes to rushing. 40, he's got 4 carries for 40 yards. I mean, what the hell? When did he turn into Steve Young? Christian is back up to about 5.2. He was down to like 3 something, I think it was, for the last couple of weeks. So, at least we've got him getting back over that 5 mark. Elijah, I don't even remember him getting the ball, to be honest with you. And then Kyle Juszczyk had the failed third down conversion. Ayuk's got 2 good passes for 54 yards. George Kittle's got the 2. Christian McCaffrey. And I don't even remember Ray getting a pass. When was that?
yeah. I don't either.
Yep. Oliver. So yeah, then on defense, I mean, we've kind of hit the defense quite pretty hardly with that when it comes to they've just done nothing when it comes to stopping anybody. Second half, what are you looking for with the Bengals coming out with the ball first?
I mean, it starts with stopping the run because just like last week with Madison and Akers, just it's not able to stop Joe Mixon. So I really think that the pressure is looking better than it did at times in this game
Right?
again at times, but it's just I need to see adjustments from Steve Wilkes because I don't see anything he does different in the first half. For some reason, he has to wait. And man, if they can just get off on third down because
Got a couple.
they're doing all right. Like when it comes to getting a stop on the first, 2 downs, and then that third down, or sorry, they're good at stopping the first 3 downs, and then just right after either they get beat. They're mostly getting beat in the middle of the field. And these aren't even third. They're not really getting into third and shorts, which is a good thing. But I just need to see this defense cover and be able to tackle. They need to
I agree
figure
with
out
Randy
this
on
whole
this one. Oh,
tackling
sorry about
thing.
that.
No, you're good.
We did finish strong. We caused the third down. They missed the field goal and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, definitely a good way to end the first half,
Yeah.
but we definitely need to come out strong. For those that don't know this, Ray Massey, how's it going? That is my older brother. I'd love to see Kittle get more involved, maybe some more screens. Yeah, Kittle for the most part. I'm thinking this season for the most part, we don't have that. Our right tackle being McKivitz, he's definitely staying in a lot more to help out with the blocking
Yep.
because we need that. So I mean, he's just not getting involved. But like you said, we've had him go for 3 catches for 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. He has a couple of good passes today, so we definitely need to see more of that. I want to see some more blitzing, or at the very least, stop playing such a vanilla defense up front with our front forward. Get some twist in there, do something, because all it is they're just lining head, straight up and trying to outrush them, power move them, and nothing is working when it comes to that. Like I said, they're not even double teaming Nick Bosa. That right there should be a sign that your defense is not working if all they're doing is just single-handedly, using one person up on Nick Bosa. All right. Then we also got Miss Teresa in the house. Where's our defense? Another Amber alert for sure.
Yeah, and real quick about that, like I don't like the 5-man defensive lineman. We need to go back to what this defense is good at doing. And Steve Wilkes, I get he's a different defensive coordinator, but it's just whatever he's changing up, because this man defense ain't working either. I hate having to see where it's like you'll have the receiver and then the cornerback of ours, like Traverse War, are just a little bit off. They're not playing as press as close to those receivers, but yeah, I just need to see pressure too. Like you're saying, they pretty much know what we're doing on defense when it comes to that defensive line. I don't know. I don't really like the blitzing too much.
No, but
But
you got to find some pressure somewhere. I mean, I
but
don't know
at
what else to do
times
at this
I know
point.
you have to do that. But as long as he ain't calling no blitz like he did last week to
No zero blitz with 3rd
yeah,
and 2 with
no zero blitz.
Honestly, I've taken some flack for this. I'll admit I didn't necessarily have a problem with that call, but because to me, if Ward had just made the tackle right there instead of pushing to try and get that interception, the half ends. They're 20 yards downfield. The rest of the offense is not going to be able to run downfield. But that's just me personally. Because I know everybody else hated that call. I wasn't as much against that call. It was the execution on the back end from the players that I've had the issue with, which, again, that goes to what we've said. The biggest issue that we're seeing is we're just not tackling. Everybody wants that nice ESPN highlight film where you can show, you just shoulder hit them and they blew up, or they're punching the ball up. All that's nice. Secure the ball carriers. Stop them. I don't care if they, like Randy Gregory, who has been one of our best defensive players for the last 2 weeks, he's jumping on the backs of everybody and just pushing them down, with his weight. They're not even trying that. He's like the only person. Him and Fred are about the only people who are doing that. Yeah. So definitely need more tackling. Keep up with the running game. I'd like to see. We didn't get as many shots with Ayuk as I thought we were going to see. That the middle of that field is open.
Yeah.
What do you got on the time for the game? Because I'm behind.
Let me see. But I also do real quick want to please put in Jordan Mason a little bit.
Yes.
I'm still seeing an ad, but I'll just go into ESPN real quick and see if.
I mean, we're seeing Elijah Mitchell, who isn't doing anything. We're doing that. I saw a couple sets where we're doing that split back with McCaffrey and Mitchell. Cool. Why can't we do that with Mason?
Exactly.
We got Ray out there, who did have the one. Was it a toss to him? I believe is what it was. Why can't we get something like Ronnie Bell out there? As far as I know, Juwan Jennings isn't doing anything out there. Like Carl had said, get the wrong one. Like Carl had said earlier, this offense is looking pretty flat without Debo. We need to get something moving to get this offense moving, because right now it's just simply CMC, and I don't think he's actually missed a play so far in this first half. So
I'm fine with CMC, but it's just you got to put in Jordan Mason, because I don't even care that he's had those fumbles, and those are in preseason too, in practice. He's looked positive way more than
the only
I've
thing they
seen
say is
from
his pass protection. Okay, so don't pass the ball when he's in the game. Just let him run it.
Exactly.
That problem solved.
Yeah.
So
and
how's it going?
They're just getting like crushed on toss plays too on the defense. Everything with the run game on defense too. They're just not stopping, not tackling.
I'm not even sure what that name is.
there's only 3 players in this game that have shown up, excluding the offense, I will say, okay? Mitch Wishnowsky,
Yes. Jake Moody.
well, okay. Fred Warner, and yeah, Jake Moody pretty much. Like, that's it. I like Isaiah Oliver got that, fumble at the end, but he's so inconsistent. And
It's
I will say I'm owning up to what I said, because in the preseason, everybody's like, oh, Isaiah Oliver sucks. And I'm like, all right, calm down. It's just preseason and he's coming into a new system. He's going to take some time. And he, like I said, he's very inconsistent.
I thought he would grow into the role simply because he was handpicked by Wilkes
Yeah.
to be the nickel, and it's just for whatever reason just hasn't worked out. Which is why, like, so we had talked about, going after someone like Patrick Surtain. We just talked about him, the guy from the Panthers,
Dante Jackson.
Somebody. We need something to do with the cornerback position. I haven't actually looked too far into them. Yeah, other than that, I think it's probably getting to about that time, so we should probably get that going. So thank you for showing up, Angel, to the Niner Faithful Radio halftime report. Let everybody know where they can catch you on with your channel.
Yep. So you guys can find me on the Instagram, YouTube, X, at the Shaw Show. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, brother.
And let's go Niners.
Yep. Bang, bang, Niner gang. And don't forget, everybody, Jamie will be doing the halftime show probably about an hour or so after the game. Otherwise, y'all take care.